And my father told me, see, you're leaving your job and you should not think you can come back. We cannot support you. Around 38 hours of journey, I joined. I reached on the joining date, induction date. 2016, AI was coming up and a lot of chatbots used to come.
Yeah.
But none of them were working. First sales cycle was huge, 2.5 years. But after that, we went live in a week's time.
Wow.
LIC, went live in 3 days. We won one RFP. It was a big RFP, around 5 crore. And the next day, we all went to Goa to celebrate.
Nice.
And I'll tell you, we did not get that project. Almost one semester of my MCA I was doing. MCA was almost getting over, then got a call, you got selected in Wipro. And this was a very interesting program of...
So that was a 2-year program, right? MCA? Or was it 3 years?
3 years.
Oh, 3 years. Okay.
Yeah. So then the Wipro had very interesting program and they said, okay, they'll help us get MS from BHIVE. They used to call it as VACE program. Yeah. So then I left MCA, joined this, and they said they will tell us about the joining date. I said, no, it's selected, and I left VIT Vesta. The joining date had not come. 1 week over, 2 weeks over, 3 weeks over, no joining date came. Then I thought, and there was no point of contact.
Yeah.
So email, there was no point of contact there. Then I thought, now I started getting worried.
This was 2004. It was much after 9/11, right?
Yeah. After that. So then I was chilling out and people were doing MCA, my friends were doing something and I was chilling out, I got selected. I'm getting job and I'm also doing MS from BHIVE. Then after a few days of enjoying, I thought, no call is coming. Then I called. Somehow I got the board number of Wipro and said, somehow I got connected with HR. No mobile number. So from board number, I'm HR, and they said, no, it's joining is after 2 days. You must have been intimated. And I think there was no direct flight from
Ranchi to you were in Jammu.
Then I left Ranchi.
No, you already got back home. Got it.
Yes. Then said, how do I reach? I cannot reach in 2 days. Then we did train in around 38 hours of journey.
Wow.
So somehow reached, I think the same day I reached in, I think couple of 2 hours or 3 hours after me reaching Bangalore, first time I joined. I reached on the joining date, induction date. So interesting. I still remember it was 26th September 2004. Wipro. So I worked there for 4.5 years, good exposure, how to write code, how to kind of, as I was saying, ship, deploy. Then I got opportunity to work in the US through Wipro.
You told me about your father was in the services, etc. You didn't come from a business background. You've had good, stable jobs in tech. And then one fine day in 2016, you decided to jump off the bus.
Yeah.
How was it socially? How was it at home? How did it affect you emotionally?
Yeah, see, I'll tell you, I never told him, and I think never told anyone. My father told me, see, you're leaving your job and you should not think you can come back. We cannot support you. Right? So, and it was difficult. And I love them for that because they loved me not to take any, because they didn't know what maybe I was not articulate enough to tell them I know what I'm doing and, right,
Actually, in 2016, India was not such a startup-friendly country.
तो कुछ ना कुछ जुगाड़ करेंगे आपको पता था
वो भी मैं बताता हूँ. See, I was not even 100% confident, right? So, yeah.
How confident you were? 60%?
Now,
No.
that back in 2016.
I'll tell you. So, it would have been easy for me. I was confident and I knew where I'm going. So it was not the case, right? I left a company and then said, okay, I started doing this part-time with a complete disclosure to my company in the complete documentation. I'm doing this. Then I said, we're getting good traction. We were doing pro bono. 2 years we did all pro bono so that we understand, we get data, all that. So then I left the company. Then I thought, paise nahi aa rahe. There's no money. Then
it would have hit you.
Then I joined the company back. So, right. So,
Sure.
it's not easy, right? Because that's natural, right? Unless you, there is no additional support and all.
Safety net.
Yeah. So revenue is also not coming. I had, because I was in a good position in the corporate and earlier I used to fund myself from my salary. I continued, then I thought, kitna aur, how much more I need to continue funding this startup. Then I joined spoke with the boss. He said, okay, join back. Then again I joined. I left and I said, okay, now enough for now. Now I'm confident. I'll be able to do it.
How long did you stay when you rejoined? How long was that duration?
Maybe I think 2-3 months. I could not.
That's it.
Yeah. So
You're already bitten that entrepreneurship gravy train, right?
and if you ask me, did I really take risk? Not that much.
Okay.
I was very that way risk taking risk, but not all gung-ho about it and like I'll pave a path for myself. And then I'll tell you, then when I was working in Digital Harbor, the founder of that company, that was apparently the last company, he said, okay, Ankush, and I told him this is the thing that I want to now do full time. He said, okay, now I understood. You are entrepreneurial and that's why you are successful and you have helped our company. So he say, okay, you continue you be in the job and also start your own, continue doing it.
Wow.
And I'll support you. I'll fund you. I said, no, I did that already. Now I really want to do full time.
Yeah.
And he still funded.
Nice.
So I left.
So he was your first investor?
Kind of. That time I didn't understand much VCs and all that. He's giving money. I said, okay, I'll pay you back. We said, okay, there should be interest, and we agreed, okay, this much would be the interest rate. I said, I'll try to give you back in say 6 months.
How much did you
25 lakhs. 25 lakhs. So he gave me 25 lakhs one shot, and then said, okay, we put that, okay, this much is the rate of interest and all that. Then I gave him back, I think around 1.5 years, 2 years. So in parts.
in tranches? Yeah.
In tranches. And then I asked him, how about the interest? Now, how do we calculate the interest? He said, no, forget about it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So his name is Rohit Agarwal. He's running Digital
Great
Harbor.
guy.
Yeah.
Wow, great.
But you say AI, like was AI a buzzword?
Dude, was it AI or was it ML?
What were people talking about it?
Yeah, but back in those days, 2016, what was the terminology and what was the underlying technology like? I mean,
Yeah, see, AI is kind of big umbrella, and then machine learning is part of it. So people were still doing AI without machine learning, right? People were still saying fuzzy logic and say they have AI, but it was not the machine learning part. So machine learning part was not so famous among the community. Techies used to understand. But 2016, AI was coming up, and a lot of chatbots used to come.
yeah.
But none of them were working. If you remember,
I remember that time there was a lot of chatbot companies.
but none of them were working.
So these chatbots, were they using some form of LLM? Like how?
That time it was not LLM.
Those were LLMs.
So I think chatbot started with a kind of keyword thing first,
Okay.
and then the AI-based intent classification, entity extraction. We call it as
So it is still very RBMS at the back end,
Yeah.
where you look and parse it, text, and then there's
DBMS?
relationship database.
Yeah.
Relationship database. So you've got a set of different entries.
Yeah.
You will parse whatever you've given. And then as you say, based on this, I've got 4-5 rows to scan through, and then I will push. It's like a tree structure, right?
that's
you
what
put
we are doing, yeah.
Yeah. So you put a query. Based on this query, you will say that there are 3-4 rows that I need to populate. Then you get the user to come to the next tree, click on which. So it's like that kind of a loop.
Some pre-recorded answers. Like
Yeah.
so you have 1,000 questions in their answers.
Yeah.
And then you try to find out what customer is asking.
Yeah. So the database say these are the questions, these are the answers. If user has asked some question, then we'll map. Okay, this is related to which. We used to find top 4 questions which are matching.
Yeah.
Then with the probability match, I used to do cosine similarity and few other techniques. And then we say, okay, this is the best match of the question. So then we know, okay, this is the corresponding answer. This is how we started it. Because when we built, we knew engineering, we knew Java. So we didn't know even Python that time. So we built all AI stuff in Java.
Oh, wow.
And then one first data scientist joined. He said, Ankush, on IRCTC, this chatbot is not working. I said, what do you mean? It's otherwise it would have been big escalation. I said, send me this screenshot. He sent me a WhatsApp. I said, chal to raha hai. He said, no. I asked a question. It didn't give me answer. It gave me 3 questions. I said, yeah, click one of those. You know what I mean? Because that time we didn't have data to backup.
Feed it, yeah.
Yeah. So we started from there, and see, we took time to build this platform, and then for us, we were very, very clear. This AI platform is as good as the data it has. It's not just you have
Exactly.
yeah, algorithms and all that. So then we approached big companies like IRCTC and Karnataka Tourism and Red Bus and Naukri and all big companies, LIC. So, and a few companies agreed, but still agreed to meet first. And then again took a couple of years to convince them, and then went
The
live.
challenge of enterprise sales, yeah.
Usually when we talk to founders, we tell them that, hey, don't go for the really big guys. So don't try to sell to HDFC or Kotak or ICICI, because for them selling is very difficult. First try to sell to other startups. You did something totally opposite.
I don't believe in that much, because see, selling is, say, whether I sell it to small guy, big guy, even if I take 100 rupees, it's big amount. No one will get just 100 rupees because I have millions of rupees in my bank account, right? Even getting 100 rupees, it's absolute. People would, when they give 100 rupees, they would not check this 100 rupees is a kind of percentage of how much in my bank account. It's 100 rupees value, right? See the absolute value. It's same.
Right.
But when you get that, so if you're selling that 100 rupees work to a big company, then the potential to scale is huge. My experience is taking even 100 rupees from small company, big company, say.
Okay.
So better to invest
Go up
where
to the
the
big-
scale is there.
But are sales cycle longer if you're
It
selling
is,
to
yeah.
large companies?
It depends. Our first sales cycle, see, I'm not the representation of the all.
Right.
Because our experience is, first sales cycle was huge, 2.5 years.
Wow.
But after that, we went live in a week's time.
Wow.
LIC went live in 3 days. So first it took time because we were also new. They were also new. The industry was new.
Sure.
And it took time, but it paid off.
You have to take that with
Yeah.
a positive psychology, not just for yourself, but for your team as well, right? So that slowly compounds to building trust, building goodwill, building the confidence that you are technologically able to solve a problem.
Yeah, I think thanks for saying that. See, I think we won one RFP. It was big RFP, around 5 crore work. And we were L1. I went there and said, okay, we are L1. There were other companies. We kind of won it because we were L1. It was a big...
Who is L1? Sorry.
L1 is a... So say, so we have say quoted 5 crore, someone has quoted 6 crore. And we are L1, we are the least
Okay.
bid.
So lowest quote.
Lowest score. Okay. Lowest score.
Okay.
Yeah. So before coming to that, then there was a technical qualification. Technical qualification has happened, and now there are 4 companies. Whoever is the least, they would win it. And we were the least. We thought we won it because we have seen that we were L1. And I remember around 6 o'clock, and in the group that time we were maybe 20-25 people. I call everyone, 30 people. Call everyone. We won that. It's a big project. And the next day we all went to Goa to celebrate.
Nice.
Yeah, and there were few people who did not even the first time they boarded flight, and we made sure from their home that time. I think we were just out of COVID or something. From their home, we took them. We managed everything, giving them the boarding card to make sure they reached Goa. Right from the airport, everything was arranged in the day. Another co-founder Kunal had managed everything. We partied and all that, good, and then
So this is a good 4.5 years after you started.
yeah,
Wow.
so
Must have been a lot of tough days and nights building team to get to that outcome where you're kind of feeling a lot more gratified. No?
as you said, we used to celebrate small things.
That's great.
Small wins.
Small wins.
And I'll tell you, we did not get that project.
Oh, seriously?
So you went to Goa?
See, you got to go out. Team morale is good.
Yeah,
Culture is great.
Yeah.
But whatever you put
So somehow happened, they said, they said, no, we have to re-tender it. That was other story, why they did that and all that.
at least I hope you sent them the bill for Goa. I hope you sent them the bill for Goa.
Yeah, see, we very disappointing at that time. And there people ask me, why do you celebrate? I said, there are hundreds of opportunities to not celebrate.
Yeah.
And then see, the opportunities to winning is less usually, right? So when
The person you are, like, are you a naturally very confident person? Or did you become confident over time?
I don't know the difference. So see, I'm not faking it up, and I don't know what is less confidence. What see we
I think you're being very honest.
Yeah. So
Sometimes I don't know as well.
naturally confident.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know as well
but
sometimes.
sometimes if I am not, I tell everyone I'm not confident. You take
Sure.
a call.
Yeah.
It's not like I cannot label myself I'm confident or not confident. So, but where I'm confident, I show my confidence. Where I'm not, I show that. Right? I'm not like confident always. And even if I'm not confident, I don't need to show my team I'm confident here. So I say I'm not confident, you take a call. And sometimes even people say like leaders have to show the confidence and be in the front. Sometimes say, guys, this situation I don't know, right? I'm not sure if I'll be able to help you. You want to ask me any question, you take a call. I might be as good as you taking the call. I'm not confident.
AI is a buzzword these days. People keep talking about it. How would you explain your product to a 5-year-old or
Yeah.
10-year-old?
Yeah, 10 years is easy because my son is 10 years old.
Also,
See, we want the way we talk. See, I can see you, I can hear you, I can talk to you. We want everything to talk, whether it's a camera or it's a factory or it's your washing machine, it's your fridge, it's your air conditioner. Everything should talk the way human beings talk. Why not? Technology is there. It's just we picked up the technology and we considered technology as a mean to give voice to every device. So that's a purpose we are living with, and last mile could be any, right? Whether it's AI agent, or you call it as virtual assistant, or you just add another user experience layer to existing factory. We have even made the CNC machine talk to the mechanics. So our product, our platform helps give voice and give that natural user experience to a device, make kind of those devices as human as possible.
right. And this could work for any device.
That's journey. So the computer is the low hanging. Whether it's a computer or mobile device, smartphone, kiosks. We see a lot of screens in the airports and railway station. We make that interactive. And I said we went to the extent where even the machines, the old machines are talking.
Wow.
Yeah. So literally, and whatever I'm saying, it's not the vision. Whatever examples I've given, they are already deployed at scale.
So how did you think about building this? Because before the podcast, we talked about an idea like problem solving. You want to solve a problem. But as a founder, how do you find a big enough problem to solve that can occupy it for 10 years, 15 years? Like the example you get, a lot of founders do something today and something else tomorrow, day after. How did you find out like, hey, I want to do, this is my calling in life. I want to do this for next 10, 15 years. How was that journey?
I think thanks for asking this. I think all answers, all ambiguities, all successes, entrepreneurship should be based on discussion. And answer could vary. I cannot tell because I can. What is yours? Yeah, mine was to really see. I wanted the same. I wanted everything to talk, and so now how big is that problem? As I was telling, like the problem is big enough because first, if you see the low hanging as enterprises, so they had a lot of consumers coming to them. So first, make sure the devices, whatever are, so they are talking on behalf of the company, helping their consumers or helping their leads or prospects. So is that a big enough problem? It is. So you can think about as entrepreneur, probably you want to do for a specific sector, or you want to do for all businesses, or you want to do for society at large. And why this is important, see, if you have the big enough problem to solve, then everything will fall in place because you have the larger purpose. And whether you call it as entry barrier and how team come to you, all of that would go away because you have picked up the problem. It's not in your mind. It's not like you got a dream, I want to create this product and then I'll go to the market to try to find the customers for that product. Right? It's about you have seen the problem and many people are facing that problem. Explain your product as if you're explaining to 10 years old kid. I think Einstein had told once, right? So if you can explain to 10 years old kid, means you really understood your problem. But I don't think that way. So 10-year kid is now more tech savvy.
Yeah.
Right? Now I think it should shift my grandmother. Can my mother? Can you into your damn?
Sure.
Right? So if and I'll tell you, this is what I was thinking. And recently we closed a deal with one of the biggest universities, and the founder, the owner of the company asked me, Ankush, yes, I'm signing up with this. But still, if I go back to my home and my grandmother would ask, so you're spending, say, this much amount, and is that worth? What should he tell his grandmother where you are investing this much amount? Can you explain that? It really came, and that I had to answer, and I think I answered well, and that's why.
So there's like a business ROI case to.
Right? So when, if that doesn't happen, that's fine. We will not say celebrate. But if some opportunity to celebrate is let's celebrate, right? Let's celebrate. Even if that doesn't happen, that's fine. So, but whenever you get an opportunity, let's celebrate. It's kind of moment to join hands, and then we believe in ourselves, and then be ready for the next. And then after that, we lost that. We got another 6 crore work. We lost that, sure, but we all prepped up. Then we got 6 crore that time. Then we didn't go to Goa. You didn't want to repeat that. But go on.
No, so I think it kind of boils down to we are irrationally optimistic as entrepreneurs.
But if that has come to my mind maybe twice the size, I should have quit. So I read that we probably are, but no, we always see light in the end of the tunnel, right? So whether it's rational or irrational, for me, it's rational.
This was a blast. I mean, I don't have any other words, but thank you for taking the time so much. And I think we are living in very interesting times. And I think the force of good that Core over BharatGPT and you're doing is unbelievable. And we wish you all the best. Thanks for taking the time out. We are sitting in an amazing space. We are much indebted to BHIVE for this location. Thank you all. See you next time.